Perhaps I should feel some twinge of guilt at all I have done, but I've had little time for scruples. It was once an honor to be entombed within these ancient catacombs, but centuries have passed, and now only the brave or foolhardy walk these tunnels. Perhaps I'm the last living soul here, although I'm far from alone. This is not my story, although I am the architect of what transpires. A conspirator in the ruination that threatens the heretic kingdoms, and the most unlikely of alliances that might yet save us all.
Thou summons me. What is thy pact?
I seek only that we shall both survive.
Thou hast a liar's tongue, and cannot be trusted.
I do not ask you to trust me, nor should you. I would betray you without hesitation, if I deemed it necessary. But we are fortunate, you and I. We have the same enemies. Our only hope lies in partnership, which is precisely why I have summoned you here, demon. You were summoned without a pact, so whichever soul you devour will now bind you to a path beyond anyone's control. Choose wisely, demon. Calig. They called him the Bandit King, a warrior and a mercenary. He led the Guild of Steel in Thole. Sadly for Calig, he trusted his own son a little more than he could afford. Some called him a barbarian, but few lived who did so. Choose Calig, if you wish the might and fortitude of a great warrior. Evia, the daughter of fire, a princess of the Imperial Garulian Empire. She would have been God Empress if she had not rebelled. She died on the Reliquary Crusade 3 centuries ago. I don't know how. A mage with incredible potential. She had not only harnessed the elemental power of flame, but also learned the mysterious ways of the Sand Mage. Choose Evia if you wish to harness the arcane powers of a mage. Jaska, the Wild Boar. A great hero in our native land of Corwin. He fell in battle over a decade ago in the Accession Wars against the wolf tribes of Temuria. A hunter, a loner, and an unparalleled archer. He also dabbled in the skills of an undead slaver. Choose Jaska if you wish the mobility and deadly aim of one of the greatest archers I have ever known.
What accursed thing awakens me?
If I am accursed, then I am a curse upon thee. That soul is mine now.
Will you not let my weary soul rest, demon?
Jaska, your soul now resides within this demon. It will try to control you, but it is also bound to your will in ways I do not yet understand.
Your voice. I know you from somewhere. But why bring me back? I have nothing more to live for. My wife, my son.
Your family may be dead, but your friends the Malfegans are in grave danger and need your aid. If you have nothing of your own to live for, at least save them from your fate.
Thou darest ignore me? Thy soul is mine now.
Demon, you need Jasker just as much as he needs you. Your fate is as much in his hands as mine is in yours. Now make haste to the city of Thul that lies above this crypt. A cenotaph can transport you there. Our fates are bound together, Demon. Either we shall find a way to survive together, or we shall both surely perish.
Thou threatens me?
No. Something far more dangerous than I threatens us all. Join me in the Tholian Arcanum as soon as you can. We have much to discuss.
Did I do that? Or did you?
Thou thinkst there is a difference?
I am no demon.
Thou art mistaken.
It's taken forever to recover my prowess. Arrow strikes its target.
Thou shalt face me now! This must be the cenotaph the hooded man spoke of. Its power breaches shadow. There is much I might do here. This cenotaph is erected upon the graves of many dead mortals. It shall be easy to gate-weave back to this place, should I find another such monument. And I sense a gate here already. The hooded man's work, mayhap. It must be the way out he mentioned. Tell me what thou knowest of this place.
Never been here before, but this is Thole, the city of outcasts. We have to get a message to House Malfigan.
I shall decide what thou dost.
Don't think it works that way, demon. You may have swallowed my soul, but I'm still my own man. Come, let's search the city.
Perched atop an ancient stone plateau, amidst the red sands of the Outlands, lies the city of Thole. Centuries ago, it was a major garrison for the Gerulian Empire, and there may even have been a settlement prior to this era. These days, Thole is a city of thieves and outcasts. Fugitives of all kinds come here to avoid complications in neighboring nations. Not everyone in Thole has a price upon his head, but no one who dwells here is innocent. The Guild of Steel like to call themselves mercenaries, protecting the few caravans that ply their trade across the desert. Yet those that do not pay for their protection find the Guild equally adept at brigandage. The Guild of Silk call themselves merchants and do indeed sell all manner of goods and trinkets, though it is best not to ask them from whence they came. A vast stone gate is all that remains of the barbican that once defended these walls. Now, it guards the city of Thole once more from the horde of nomads that besiege it. For 3 years, I have been hiding here amid the detritus of the heretic kingdoms. But it is only a matter of time before my former allies locate me. And I am running out of places to hide.
Better if I do the talking here. Duke Darmok Cadaster. When did you get exiled to Thole?
Exiled? I'm in charge here.
Baron Evanger has you on a long leash, hmm?
You are the one they call the Wild Boar, aren't you?
My name is Jasker.
The great hero of Corwinth. It was rumored you were slain in the Accession Wars.
You know how rumors go. Besides, I like my privacy.
I do not need rebel soldiers inciting unrest in my city, Jasker. It is bad enough that we are besieged without you fomenting an uprising.
A siege?
A ragtag army of nomads, commanded by some exiled Temurian berserker.
Tsar? Tsar is here.
You know this wolf?
Aye, perhaps I do. We fought on opposite sides in the war. Terrible temper, but fundamentally honourable, unlike his compatriots.
Do not cause me trouble, son of Corwenth, or there will be consequences.
I'm quaking in my boots, Darmok.
I have given my warning. There will not be another. Te Ma al-Ortas.
Bloody nobles.
Thou didst not ask about your message.
Didn't want Darmok knowing about that, to be honest. But I'll bet there's someone in town who can be our messenger.
Weapons, armor, supplies, the best prices, unbeatable quality.
This puddle of fetid lask, it's barely worth selling.
Ah, believe me, it is well worth selling. Perhaps you mean it is barely worth buying.
Now just shut up and let me shop, imbecile. What can you tell me about Thule?
Tell you what, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. I need to collect the weekly tariffs from Wani and Rabbi Thanteset, only they're never keen to pay up. Someone like you could compel their compliance rather well, don't you think? If you get the money, I'll tell you something useful. You came back? Wonderful!
How's the siege affected Thule?
Many fled before it began, but my guild and the Guild of Steel are rather stuck here. It's not exactly a ghost town, but it's eerie seeing the old hostel abandoned. No one's been inside since, well, since I don't know when. You came back? Wonderful! Always a pleasure.
Morphew sent me to get your tariff.
Ah, I had wondered about that. Please, give Morphew my regards.
Sure, but that'll cost you extra.
You are always welcome here.
I'm here for the tariff.
Oh, is it time for that already? Very well, here you go.
Ha! Easy money.
Be safe.
I'm here to collect the tariff for Morphew.
Already? I just paid them last week.
Be quick about it. My time is worth more than your life.
Just take it and be on your way, thug. Think of me when you have goods you do not need.
Weapons, armor, supplies.
Here you go.
You have my gratitude. So much easier than trying to negotiate with those jackals myself. You wanted information. I can tell you this. If you want to get into the Guild of Steel, Arashad can get you into the cellar. But beware, as the guild has some vicious traps down there. You came back? Wonderful! Come back soon!
Sometimes I wish I'd learned more about lockpicking.
Hey, you look pretty capable.
I'm so pleased to have your approval.
Call me Chop, stranger. I think that's my name, anyway. Listen, my witch of a wife has been practicing magic in secret. And I told her not to do it, but things went wrong. Anyway, long story short, I put the body in a barrel of salt. I need it taken to the burial grounds so she can be at peace. Oh, I can't take her myself. I'm in no condition to defend myself. I really don't want the guards knowing about this. Shh. You can have all the coins in this pouch if you take that barrel to the burial ground.
Fine, I've done worse things for less money.
Oh, wonderful! Wonderful! Barrel's just over there.
Are you the head of the Guild of Silk?
That depends on who is asking. Are you an assassin?
If I was, would I tell you?
Ha! I like you, stranger. My name is Arashad.
Call me Jasker.
Please, ask your questions.
I need to get a message to a noble house in Kyalisar.
Which house?
Malfagon, they were friends of mine.
Sadly, with Thol besieged, none of my merchants could possibly deliver a message. We're trapped like rats until the siege is broken. Please, ask your questions.
How's business?
Alas, 'tis a bad time to be a Tholian merchant. The city is surrounded by a horde of nomads, intent on sacking it. Terrible things lurk in the shadows of the catacombs. On the other hand, Guild of Silk profits are up this quarter. Nothing like a siege to drive up the price of food, huh? You have questions?
How long can you bear the siege?
Hard to say, really. Possibly a year? If a sandstorm forces the nomads to retreat, even longer. Not to mention that the Intendant is an excellent gate weaver. He may have means to help us beyond even this. It's an inconvenience, but there are bigger dangers within the walls than without. You have questions?
What do you know of Duke Darmok?
Less than I'd want, more than I'd like. He overthrew my father as Intendant. I had no love for my father, but he was bloodkin, you know? I do not trust the Duke, and not just because he's in the Order of the Veil. Everyone knows the Order is just the thin veneer of respectability the Inquisition uses to cloak its institutional corruption. Thol would be better off without him.
I know both the man and his liege. You're wise to distrust him.
Please, ask your questions.
What's this? Corpses. An Ishkai. And a human. Hey, stand still. Fine, I'll handle this.
My soul is mine. Thou shalt never overcome me. Art thou afraid to face me? What in hell?
Weapons, armor, supplies?
Know anything about the corpses in the hostel?
This is the first I've heard of this. The other merchants had more to do with the hostel than I did, though. Weapons, armor, supplies?
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thule?
Don't know anything useful about that, I'm afraid. But I'll bet someone in town does. You came back? Wonderful! Come back soon! Back so soon? Good, good.
I want to know about the corpses in the old hostel.
I can only tell you about the hostel itself, I'm afraid. Mercenaries from out of town would stay there when working for the Guild of Steel. I think Rabath had a deal with the owner at one point. He might know more. Back so soon?
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thule?
I wasn't even in town when it happened. You'll have to ask elsewhere. Welcome, welcome. Stay safe, traveller.
My weapons are the finest around.
I want to know about the corpses in the old hostel.
I don't know anything about that. Ask Rabat. He dealt with the owner.
Best weapons in the Outlands are...
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thule?
No, I don't know anything about that.
You seem a little too certain.
I said I don't know anything. Now, if you aren't buying anything, be on your way. No, and come back when you need more armaments.
Always good to see you, friend.
I want to know about the corpses in the old hostel.
No idea what happened at the hostel. I used to deliver food there, back before the siege. But I haven't been inside since that Sura warrior went there. I don't think anyone has. Always good to see you, friend.
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thule?
He came through the gates, went to the hostel, and left. That's all I know, really. Oh, I was just glad to see him leave town, to be honest. Always good to see you, friend. Be safe. Surely, my friend, you tire of trawling the city streets in search of someone to buy your unwanted goods. Look no further. I will buy quality goods from you at prices that are more than fair.
I want to know about the corpses in the old hostel.
There are dead bodies in that place. Honestly, you'd think someone from the guild would have noticed. I suppose the building has been abandoned for a while now. Haven't seen anyone go inside since the siege started. Ah, what do you have for me?
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thule?
I remember seeing the Sura mercenary talking to Fayruz before he left. And Fayruz looked mighty pleased about it too. Please, if you speak to Fayruz, don't mention I said anything. I want nothing to do with the Sura, now or ever. Ah, what do you have for me?
Did Fayruz deal with the Sura?
Other than seeing him talk to that one Sura mercenary that one time, I've no idea. Bring your unwanted goods to me. Think of me when you have goods you do not need.
Best weapons in the Outlands, all right? May all your endeavors be fruitful.
These are dangerous times for one without sufficient protection. Come, sample my fine wares. I have the best prices on armor, I assure you.
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thule?
Can't tell you anything about the Sura, I'm afraid. I never get too close to them. When you've been a merchant for as long as I have, you learn when to keep your distance from their kind. Back again, I see.
Did Fayruz deal with the Sura?
I don't really know what Fayruz gets up to, but he sure had a lot of silver on him that day the Sura was in town. You don't think... No, forget I asked. I don't want to know. Helms, mail, braces. May you prevail in all your battles, my friend.
Always good to see you, friend.
Did Fairuz deal with the Surah?
No doubt about it. That Surah definitely gave something to Farouz before leaving town. But if he asks, you didn't hear that from me. Always good to see you, friend. Be safe.
Best weapons in the outland.
Your deal with the Surah. Tell me what it was and I'll spare your life.
Don't hurt me. I just arranged the messenger, I swear. Kench, the woman who ran the hostel, she asked me to get a message to the one-eyed Surah warrior. He paid me in silver for informing him. But I was only doing what Kench asked of me. You have my word. Best weapons in the outlands are right here on my stall.
Tell me what Kench wanted from the Surah.
She sold him out. The Ishkai, who was living there, betrayed him to save her own neck. You wouldn't know to look at her, but Kench brokered contracts for mercenaries all around the heretic kingdoms. Before she came to Thol, she hired the one-eyed Surah, but the job went sour. Her employer was slain, and the Surah was never paid. If there's one thing you don't do in the mercenary business, it's welsh on a debt to a Surah warrior. I guess she saw handing over the Ishkai as a way to wipe out her debts. Best weapons in the outlands. May all your endeavors be fruitful.
Urshak, come out from whence thee hides. Thou hast misplaced thy trust in thy friend, Kench. She betrayed thee. Yet another letter. So, she did not betray thee, and thou hast guarded her fallen remains since thy deaths. How touching. Come, spirit. Thy vigil has ended. Join me. That soul is mine now.
This Ishkai is an impressive sniper.
Indeed, more impressive than thou, mortal.
If only you had no tongue, demon. Guess this is as good a place as any to dump a body.
Take this!
pathetic! I shall handle this myself.
Fine, I'll handle this. Strikes its target.
Is it done?
It is, so pay me.
Yeah, take it.
I know you, Ishkai. You're Shakik the Shadow Thief.
Captain! No! Save yourself! Leave Shakik to die!
You served as a scout under Darius in the Accession Wars, didn't you? This is no way to treat a veteran. I swear I will find a way to get you out of this, Shakik. You may be able to aid me in return. You'd make an excellent messenger. What can you tell me about letters you brought from the Ishkai Confederacy, Shakik?
Shakik remembers messages. Messages bring Shakik to Thol. Brought them to the hostel. Human there read letters for Sniper Urshak. Wrote replies for Urshak's sister. Shakik take them to her. Shakik was supposed to collect one, and day Shakik was captured. That's all Shakik know.
Stay strong, Shakik. Help is coming.
You looking to make a few coins? I had, I got close to a lady of the night, and I seem to have misplaced my ceremonial silk knife. If I don't get one before inspection, my superior will kill me. I'll pay 100 for one if you can get it for me. You should shop around, though. Some stalls are cheaper than others.
Bring your unwanted goods to me.
Do you know someone called Kensh?
I know of her, sure, but I haven't seen her since the siege began. Bring your unwanted goods to me. I'll give you a fair price.
Back again, I see.
Do you know someone called Kensh?
Is that the woman who runs the hostel? I guess she fled Thol before the siege. Helms, mail, braces. Come back any time.
It's good to get it all behind me, you know.
Do you have it? You bailed me out here. You have my thanks and my money.
Please, ask your questions.
There's an Ishkai chained up near the market. What do you know about that?
That thief? It tried to steal from one of our market stalls. It doesn't seem like it has the strength to survive its punishment. You have questions?
Could you free the imprisoned Ishkai?
I could.
What would you want in return?
Oh, any of a number of different things, actually. I've lost a few merchants to aphotic spider attacks at night. Nasty creatures. And recently hiding in every shadow, it seems. There's also a more, delicate matter. One involving, shall we say, a reappropriation of assets. You have questions?
You'll free the shadow thief Shakik if I slay these aphotic spiders.
Bring me 10 spider carcasses, and I'll consider the Ishkai pardoned. Search inside the burial grounds, southwest of the market. They seem to be infesting there in great numbers. How can I help?
Here are your slightly mangled spider carcasses. You release the Ishkai.
Of course, I am a man of my word. Especially when dealing with someone stronger than I am. Of course, the infestation will continue as long as the spiders can reach Thole. I wonder if they could be prevented from reaching the burial ground somehow. How can I help?
I can stop the spiders reaching the burial grounds. For 200.
No, they'd eventually find another way in anyway. 50.
Little time is worth a little money. 150.
100, final offer.
Done. I would have taken 80.
I would have paid 120, but 100 is fair. I've heard there's a statue near where the spiders are appearing. That would seem to be a sensible place to start. How can I help?
What's the job?
When he defeated my father and became intendant, Darmok also took something. A sword, a family heirloom, you might say. It was given to my father by my grandfather, and to him by his father before him. Darmok gave it to the mercenaries as a gift, to secure his alliance with them. But the sword is mine by right of birth, and I want it back. Take this key. It will open the cellar to the Guild of Steel. The sword will be down there somewhere, I'm certain. Far too valuable as a bargaining chip for anyone to be wielding it. Find the sword and bring it back to me. I will pay you 200 in return. You will know it by the engraved pattern of 2 entwined serpents on the hilt and blade. Please, ask your questions.
Do you know someone called Kensh?
She used to run the hostel, didn't she? Honestly, outside the Guild of Silk, my knowledge of the people of Thole gets a little sketchy. Please, ask your questions.
You know about a Sura mercenary in Thole?
This is really none of my business. Please, leave me out of this. You have questions?
I'm worried what the nomads might do to my family. Eldershed, try outside the main doors into the guild.
They freed you already? Good.
Shakik is in your debt, Captain Jasker. Shakik has little to give, but you must take this.
A key for the Arcanum. You know the hooded man.
He gave Shakik this after freeing Shakik. He wanted you to have it.
Nothing like feeling you've been set up. Are you fit enough to gate weave?
To leave Thole, Shakik will find the strength, but it may take longer to return.
I need you to take a message to House Malfagon in Kyalisar. You know the place. Tell them Jasker has returned and stands ready to assist in their hour of need. Can you remember that? Listen to their message and then find me, however it is you do that.
Shakik can weave a gate from you to Kyalisar. Return to you wherever you are.
Good. I knew I could rely upon one of Darius's Ishkai to aid me. May you fare well, Shakik.
The honor is Shakik's. Ganiki Erskish Ungan.
paddy-locked doors. There goes the escape route. Upstairs, then. Nothing personal, mercenaries! Fine, I'll handle this. Come on, then. Let's get this over with.
Thou art already dead.
That ought to keep the spiders out for a while.
Follow this path and continue on up the stairs, and you'll find Adashad.
You have questions?
I've blocked the spiders. Pay me the 120.
We agreed 100.
Very well. Pay me the 100.
My pleasure. This will hopefully buy some time, but it won't end the problem.
If I kill the queen, the infestation will stop. Had to do this every year in Kayalisar at the Winter Moon Festival.
How can I help?
Your father's sword, as requested.
Can it be? You have no idea what this means to me. Please, you must accept this purse of coins with my thanks.
Keep your money. This sword is rightfully yours.
I am deeply honored by what you have done for me this day. It shall not be forgotten. You have questions?
300 for hunting the Aphotic Queen.
100 is fairer.
500 is fairer. I'll do it for 3.
300 it is.
Be patient. It may take a while to find her.
You have questions?
Guess knocking down the statue wasn't such a good idea. Looks like the tremor opened up a new path.
Stay back, demon!
Or what, spirit? Thou shalt howl at me?
I can defend myself!
Clearly, beggar. Nothing can harm thou. But fear not. Thy soul is too measly to make a meal for any demon.
Thanks, I guess.
How come thou to this place?
I was pursuing a wretch who stole my amulet. I didn't see what killed me. A spider, perhaps? I cannot rest while that swaggering pissmire holds the owl amulet.
I'll handle this.
My amulet! I cannot thank you enough for recovering it.
Indeed, thou gave me precious little reason to assist thee. He who took it is dead.
I shall weep no tears for that blackguard. My soul shall finally be at rest.
It seems I was wrong, beggar. Thou hast left me a small snack after all. Thy soul is mine.
Follow this path and continue on up the stairs, and you'll find...
You have questions?
The hunt is over. The Queen has been culled.
I knew you could do it, Jasker. Here, 300.
Keep your money. The hunt is its own reward.
You're a strange one, Jasker, but I like your style. You have questions?
We did as you asked. Now what?
I expected you sooner.
Thou art fortunate we came at all.
We? Already your captive soul changes you. It will be interesting to see how this develops.
cut out your irritating asides, or I shall cut you to the gizzard.
Your understanding of human anatomy is flawed, but I take your point. My name is Krenz. Until recently, I was the High Sage of the Pentanera, the secret council behind the Inquisition, the most powerful institution in the heretic kingdoms.
But you chose to betray us.
Unfortunate timing. I can remedy this, but you must defend me for a moment. Ilbara Akaana! Ilbara Akaana! Ashmas Inca Silvara Sera! Ashmas Inca Silvara Sera! Ashmas Inca Silvara Sera! Ashmas Inca Silvara Sera!
You dare!
Ashniina Inca Ilbara Serat! Ashniina Inca Ilbara Serat! Ashmas Inca Silvara Serat! Ashniina Inca Ilbara Serat! Erabara Sephra Ashia Cantas.
You have my gratitude, but time is short. It will not be bound for long.
I will implant a memory suggesting I fled towards the burning wall. You will forget this meeting as soon as I release it, I'm afraid.
There's no way to liberate me?
Its death would free you, but I am reluctant to lose my only ally.
I can't say I'm keen on that plan either.
I'll transfer this enchantment to your mind. You may get an opportunity to sever the connection from the inside. Although without a new host, your soul will perish.
I'll pick my moment carefully.
You must leave now. I cannot hold it much longer.
Valkyrin and Evandra suspect. They will return to Thol shortly.
Then I must be going. Farewell, Carissa. I hope we shall meet again. Now, where were we?
That woman, she was a demon like myself?
Carissa's soul has indeed been stolen by a devourer. Yet you are not like that demon. It may have but one soul in its possession. I do not know what will happen to you as you acquire more souls. But if we are fortunate, it will only serve to grow your power further. What else do you want to know?
Who is this Carissa?
High Preceptor of the Pentanera. Her task was to recruit mages into the Order of the Veil.
Was?
If there are any mages left who have not been recruited to the Order, they have been slain. Only Temuria and the Sura clans have not been brought under its wing. Every living human mage in the heretic kingdoms is a member of the Order, or are fleeing from it, like me. What else do you want to know?
Who are this Valkyrin and Evandra the woman spoke of?
2 other members of the Pentanera. Baron Evandra is High Executioner, and devoted to his duty. Evandra's dedication makes him particularly dangerous to us, since he will certainly not be turned to our side.
A dangerous man. I thought him dead.
He was, but demons now claim the souls of all the Pentanera but myself. He and Lord Valkyrin used to be enemies, but circumstances have changed now that Valkyrin's mother has returned. Valkyrin himself is High Inquisitor, tasked with eradicating all religious practice. The Inquisition is far from its ideals these days, however, and from his too, for that matter.
I stood by the Inquisition because we needed to defeat the Theocrat. Only too late did I realize what I'd let happen.
Hardly your fault, Jaska. Do you think I assassinated the Theocrat with this outcome in mind? Do you have more questions?
Who is Valkyrin's mother? Why is she important?
Lady Mara, the founder of the Order of the Veil. She created the Pentanera and the Inquisition, and was High Magus until her death. The demon that controls Mara's soul now controls the Inquisition. If we can't find a way to defeat her, we are all doomed. Do you have more questions?
Thou art pursued. How wilt thou escape from Thol?
Not a problem for me. Far tougher for you, I'm afraid. Take this. It will open a path into the deeper catacombs. There is a path out of Thol that way, although it will not be easy. I will meet you outside the city if all goes well.
And if it does not?
Try to remain optimistic. What else do you want to know?
Thou art exceptionally irritating, mortal.
You're not exactly a paragon of manners yourself. Fortunately, we do not need to like each other to be allies.
Else thee would have no allies.
Indeed. What else do you want to know?
I shall depart for the catacombs now.
I will be watching the Skull Gate for you.
If this is a trap.
Believe me, if I intended you harm, I would scarcely have waited this long to act. Don't worry about me, worry about Valkyrin and Evandra. Now go, while you still can.
You seem lost. Maybe you should go talk to Arshad at the Guild of Silk.
Captain Jasker, sir.
What news?
Shakik brings word from Prolocutor Tiberius.
Let me see that.
My Lord Jasker, I must report a most terrible and nefarious crime against House Malfagan. The heir to the Lord Protectorship of Corwinth, Kiri Malfagan, is missing. I suspect she's being held hostage, although I have received no demands. I continue to act as Regent Protector in her stead, but I do not know how long I can keep this secret. The seal of the Lord Protector is still warm, so the line of House Malfigan has not ended yet. But Kiri is the last of the Malfigans. I fear for her life. You must return to Corwenthe immediately to search for her. You must aid us, Jaska. Morgan trusted you more than anyone alive. Save his niece and save House Malfigan from extinction. Your obedient servant, Prolocutor Tiberius.
Morgan never trusted you, Tiberius, and neither do I. But under the circumstances, I have no choice but to search for Kiri. Your services ended, Shakik. Return to the Confederacy, or wherever you wish.
An honor to serve you, Captain Jasker. Kaniki Erskis Mtkan.
Come on, then. Let's get this over with. I don't have time for this.
The essence of these undead is enchanting. Some way I don't know. Guards for the gate. Perhaps now it can be opened.
Sometimes I wish I'd learned more about lockpicking.
Thou shalt face me now!
Fine, I'll handle this. I'm in trouble. Well, we should be able to sell it anyway.
The end is nigh! It's always a bloody fight, isn't it? More blood. More soul.
That really doesn't make me feel any better. Please. Why aren't you healing me, demon? Well, at least it'll be worth a few coins.
Hold! You shall not leave by this pass. I will slay you first.
Very well. If a duel is what you want, you shall have it.
That soul is mine now.
The silent ally, at last. Do you not enjoy our little chats?
Was that not rhetorical?
We'll see if Krenz is a man of his word.